Hello, guys. I am super excited to come to you on Monday. I know people are like, what are you doing? It is summer solstice. Do I practice witchcraft? No. Do I practice the craft? I don't know if you call law of attraction and believing in universal law. Well, and I guess it's a craft, it's an art form. Anywho, welcome to June 21st, 2021, and we've made it. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm going to switch over to the comment section. All right, good. There's my Jess. All right, so Jess, you can hear me. Perfect. All right, guys, so it is summer solstice. What does this mean? Why is the Italian, Polish, Irish Catholic girl coming to me live about the summer solstice? Well, it is a day, first of all, that is the longest around the 20th through, what is it, the 22nd? The longest light day of light. So we're going to have more hours of light, which is kind of amazing. But you know, Spirit doesn't just talk in literal terms most of the time, yes, but Spirit's always going to talk to us. There's more message. So you want to look at it is summer solstice. So you're looking at symbolism, days of the longest light. And I call y'all my light babies. All of us are light babies. We literally are hybrids. We have never been here before. Our ancestors have never been here before. And it is a time of celebration. And so as we go into this summer solstice, it's actually the time when summer really begins. We are reminded not only of history. You know, if some of you flipped on TV and looked at some of the videos, people were coming to us live from Stonehenge. You know, we have ancestors that really believed in this stuff. You know, they believed in the cycles of the moon. They believed in the cycles of the sun. If you are a solar baby living in a solar system, then this solar summer solstice is going to affect you, meaning everybody. So here we are, June 21st through June, I believe it is the 27th, Sunday. This is just a chunk of time where Spirit has inspired me to do these weekly little messages because Spirit says, let me speak, let me speak. So here we are live. This is a day of a great download of clarity. You know, so many of us have been so upside down because retrograde, right? So there's my Teresa. So many of us have been upside down because it's been wonky out there. So many of us have been upside down, period. We've been exhausted. We know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, but we can't see it. And we're so stuck between seeing is believing, but believing is seeing. That's why we're hybrids, guys. You know, our loved ones, our parents often, our grandparents, our teachers, our school systems, none of them have been at this point of extreme vulnerability, intense intimacy, and I'm talking passion. I'm talking, you know, some of us we're looking at all the negative, but in the last year and a half, we've come closer to our passion. We've come closer to our truth than ever before. And we're aware and we're still in body. Our loved ones that have passed aren't. And those that are still in body are struggling. So we're in this point where we've got one foot in the struggling, one foot in the, I call it coming out of in the munchkin land, right? Yellow brick road. We come out of those houses and we're like, oh my God, follow the yellow brick road. You know, we have consciousness, awareness of this consciousness. And like babies, your consciousness is fluid. It isn't fixed. And so many of the people around us, their consciousness is fixed. And that's okay. But we keep trying to live in their dimension and it's not working. We feel like we are not living at all. So during this summer solstice, during this time of the longest days of light, God is literally reminding you, you're it. You're it. You don't need permission. You don't need approval. You don't need to ask me, am I doing it? Am I feeling it right? By now, all of you all in Texas, they say, oh, y'all, you each have experienced your sacred way, each of you. Is it scary? Yes. Again, we're hybrids. We're going where no one has been before. And this summer solstice, this week, today's a gateway. You want to just sit there. Don't bring the negative in. Like, what is this? I don't feel anything going on. You either are going to allow things to be different or you're not. So we are in this moment of allowing different, right? Because if this is a gateway and there is that divine light, that divine wisdom that is activating, not the seedling anymore, but the stem, the being, the faith and action. You are where you are divinely, timely. This is a day to receive and to remember that we're going into a time of harvest. People are like, what? Harvest? Yeah, like reaping what we've sowed. Sowed. What do you mean, April? You mean Spirit called this the year of receiving back in December. Last year, 2019, Spirit called it the year of blessings, December 2019. So where Spirit is present, whether, and again, at this point, guys, please understand, you will never find your happiness if you don't get right with your source. And at this part of the game, I don't care what your source is, just figure that shit out. Because we're going to be called, we're hybrids. So the majority of us are being called. And then there's that part of us that's like, I feel guilty for leaving them behind. That part is going to get just swallowed. Let it go. You are aware because you are the difference. You are the missing piece. You are the bridge. You are the conduit. It ain't only me showing up today. So this is a time of great light. Spirit said as I went live, oh, that light at the end of the tunnel, it is real. Now what? And did we have to die to get to that light? No. I mean, we're so still fixed in that I come, I live, I die, there might be a heaven. Guys, we are so beyond that. We are so beyond that. It isn't even about dying anymore. Oh my God, it isn't even about the afterlife. Okay, let's take psychic mediumship and let's evolve it, all right? It's all about what you are doing right now in the awareness of your life experience in your body. That is it. It is why you came. And if you are watching it and you are still with me, your consciousness is fluid. It isn't fixed. Fixed stuff decays. You are living the living breath in body. Do you understand that? So Spirit gave me some information. I'm going to put my readers on. It is the year of receiving. Every day we must remember that. It is an entire year where Spirit said, do you even know how to receive? You know how to fight. You know how to defend, protect, talk about the elephant in the room. But you don't know how to receive because you never were shown how. God is not mean. God is not malicious. My goodness. God is kind and loving. God brought you your babies. God brought you the roof over your head. God brought you to another day. Please do not confuse God with your fears. That's where most of us get stuck. So this is the year of receiving, which means what? God never sets us up to fail. That's corporate America. No kidding. God sets us up to succeed. And so God, not being the Bible thumper, source, again, your Allah, your higher power, your whatever that is, whatever you think you're going to align with when you take your last breath and die, that source is present now. And Spirit says, I'm going to set you up for success because it is the year of receiving, which means you're going to receive. It's coming, the good stuff. Because I'm a good God and you're a good person and this is good life. And we are in this moment like suffering and struggling. We don't know how to receive. You ever see the kid where the mom like goes, "Here, baby, you're in swimmies, you're fine." And the kid's like, "Oh my God, it's the best thing ever." But he flailed and panicked the whole time. And the mom was like, "I got you." And God is saying, "I've got you." Summer solstice means we're going into a time of receiving all that we have done. This is the effortless part. You have already done the purging and the healing and the crying and the shadow work. And my God, it's been years. And then God says, yes, but it's a year of receiving. And this is the summer solstice. It's the time of the days of the longest light because of you, because you are that hybrid. We're not bringing in religion right now. We are bringing in your soul, the part of you that has called you to this moment in this day, in this awareness that is yours. Come on, guys. It isn't even about playing small anymore. And today's incense, yes, I lit incense because it is a celebration of life today for me. I'm 44. I've made it 44 trips around the sun. And if you are in body with me, we have made it through some of the most craziest shit in our timeline. I'm using rose incense, and I don't sell it really on the website anymore. I think I got it from a smoke shop. So you can live spiritually however you're called. And that's what the message of this week is. How are you called? How are you called? This day, this gateway, there really is a gateway. You know, God does help us. There's like moments where things shift and we're able to receive more. It's conducive for our receiving. It's a time of beaming, of believing, and enjoying. I don't want you to spell the word enjoy E-N-J-O-Y anymore. I want you to spell the word I-N-J-O-Y because it means nothing unless you're in it. So it's a time of beaming, believing, and enjoy. We are stepping out of a lot of darkness. We're stepping into the embracing of our awareness, not the awareness of it. We're beyond that. Your heart is a compass. You guys know that from kindergarten, from swim class, from elementary school. You guys know your passion has already always made your mouth open and your mouth always got you in trouble. Your heart is your compass. Use it. What is it saying? When you are able to trust your source, your fuel, what makes you go, you're able to sit in that space and really interact with your heart. What do I want? It's not a matter of it finding you. It's a matter of you allowing it and believing. A time of beaming, believing, and in joy, I-N-J-O-Y. Like, God, I felt like I was putting a costume on today. These will come off when I'm done. But I put glitter on, and you know, I don't ever do that. And it feels so good to feel feminine. It's how I decided to express myself in this lifetime. Your heart is your compass. Your fear is not your compass. And when you use this awareness, dear hybrid, dear light baby, you then realize that you are living beyond your fears. You are stepping into that sacred vision. What is that sacred vision? Are you not sacred? Are you not sacred? If you disagree with me at this point, it might be best if you go back to videos that explain what sacred is. You have got to understand that you are sacred. Moving forward, it should not be a question. Your heart is your compass during this time of great light. And because you are what you is, which is sacred, you are always going to be called to that heart because that's how you change the world. Remember, there's some shit going on here. Things are changing. The earth is ascending. People are like, my head is hurting. My joints are hurting. I'm exhausted. The earth is moving. Like, you know, we need to remove religion and science, put it all together. It just is. It's what's happening. But you have the opportunity that so many of the masses do not. You have awareness of your sacred vision. You do not need to have the clarity in that vision right now. You don't need to know when you need to go live. You don't need to know when you need to write a charity check. You need to chill out, and you need to enjoy, INJOY, your experience of aligning with your sacred vision. Your experience, enjoy what it feels like to claim this, right? You can't, people say, what's my purpose? Your purpose is to first like what's in the mirror. Don't knock it. You got to like it first, then you can mold it. So we got to be in this space where we are our sacred vision. You know, at some point you have to understand that negativity and self-hate and self-loathing doesn't work. We've done it. We beat it up and flipped it around. We taught our kids how to do it. So we're in a place where we've got to be that love source first in our life. No one's going to do it for us. People may love us, but the experience isn't just to be loved. The experience is to be in the enjoying of it. That's how we get to reflect it. Your consciousness is fluid. It is not fixed, which means by this point, you're not going to get lost and you're not going to mess it up. Capiche? All right. One of the biggest things that's happening while you sit back and you practice that patience and you practice this ability to celebrate what you want to celebrate, there are things happening behind the scenes. We are breaking through a different paradigm. There is literally a form of humanity consciousness that's breaking off. And because you are that hybrid, you are focused real time in that awareness right now where you're watching it, right? So there is a group of people that will always believe they have to struggle in order to receive. Most of those people have been our elders. That is why we inherently believe we must suffer and struggle in order to receive. You know, I remember growing up and my dad saying to me, you know, the smart kids that are succeeding in life are studying all the time. They're not goofing off. And I wanted to goof off. I wanted to goof off, but we don't have to struggle. In fact, I think if most of us goofed off and listened 20, 30, 40 years ago to our heart then, we wouldn't be so scared now. And so part of this beautiful summer solstice is shining that light on the horrible, crippled things that we've been taught, and then loving those people anyway. You know, just because they taught us how to struggle, it doesn't mean we have to continue doing it, and we don't have to hate them for it. We could love them. They have free will. Free will is our biggest power. So our heart guides us to a more sacred way of moving through the earth right now. Your heart guides you. Your heart, your sacred way guides you through a more sacred way of living through the earth right now, the world. People go, what is my passion? I don't know. You tell me. Well, I like photography. I like, okay, well, what's your intention? Why are you beating yourself up verbally, telling yourself, I like it, I can't have it, I can't do it? When you do it, you inspire 50 to 100 more people that believe they can't do it. You show them how to go from inspired in my passion to doing it. You show them how to do it. You are the hybrid. You get it? That's powerful stuff, guys. All right, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to leave you with a mantra. You know, I like to give you guys some homework. This Thursday is my last live channeling class of the leadership course. It's been 16 lessons. Yes, they will be uploaded for download. I haven't gotten there yet. It is the last lesson, the 16th lesson. And Spirit says it's the one called Lead. I thought that would have been the first. Something is going on this week. We're also getting out of Mercury retrograde. Amen? Amen. People go, I don't believe in that. That's fine. But when all your emails go missing and your car gets, there's much wine. Heidi just jumped on. Heidi's a new grandma. I'm sorry, I got so excited when I think of grandbabies. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Heidi, what was I talking about? I don't know. Mantras. Yes. I love homework. That's where we're going to focus. So I'm going to give you homework. Why? Because if we keep speaking and thinking the things we've always spoken and thought, we're going to keep getting the things we keep getting. So we've got to start plugging in like, dude, here's how you do it. I don't know what I say every day. I wing it. I'm winging it. I'm so winging it, but I'm enjoying winging it. So the mantra this week is I am. I am, not questionable. I am. You are, you is the God dimension of receiving in action. Now let's back up a little bit. Spirit gave me that mantra. Like, here's what it is. Let me show you. I wrote it down and thought, well, I don't like that. Spirit made me cross it out and said, I don't care what you like. This is what it is. So boom, I wrote that up there and I thought, I don't like it. It's too wordy. And Spirit goes, I don't care. There it is. I am the God dimension. And at first it was faith in action. And faith didn't feel right, but receiving felt right. Look up the definition of the word dimension. And God just said, you are the God dimension. You, Jess, Teresa, Heidi. I got a bunch of other people on here. We are live on YouTube and two Facebook channels. And then this just goes into the cloud for all to see. You are the God dimension. Oh, a God dimension in me, of me? Hell yes. You are the God dimension of receiving in action. You are receiving in action, the God dimension. You are a dimension in itself flowing through this world. Your consciousness is fluid, it is not fixed. This is the time of the most light you see. You are right where you're supposed to be. And does that not feel good? You know, if you put flowers in your heart, you're going to like it. All right, guys, I got to get back to my day. I still don't know what I'm doing yet. I know I'm having coffee. I know I'm cleaning up some stuff. I know that the message of the white buffalo calf woman, please look that up. It is the divine feminine. She keeps popping up. Literally, this card has popped up over and over and over. And what I love about this deck is the whole deck are women that actually have birth certificates. They were born. You know, they're not like culture beliefs and it's just powerful stuff. And this is awesome because it comes to us from the Lakota, the Native American, the Lakota tribe. So there's so much where all the goodness is integrating right now. Even where you guys are coming from to me, whether it's YouTube or Facebook, there is so much goodness going on. Why? Because, guys, love will prevail. Always. It's not a question. This light and dark fight, this paradise lost thing, guys, you have to understand. Love is the only truth. It is the only moral of the story. It is the only ending because it is the only beginning. So get your ass in the vibration of love. Start with yourself first and really allow yourself, just soak up this gateway today. You know, what is it? I don't know. I'm showing up to the party. April told me to be here. Get outside. Get some rays. Receive. Be the recipient of your receiving in action. Practice it. All right, there's my Karen Fox. She's coming from way over the pond, guys. Literally, we're over yonder. She's closer to Stonehenge than we are. I love you all. Karen's been flowing with me, my God girl, like 12 years. Heidi, yeah, and Heidi was there from the beginning. Teresa just jumped on a few years ago, and she's totally a light baby. I love you guys. You don't know how much I've been a cheerleader for your journey. Why? Because the light in you is so necessary that it's my job. It's my job. Like, I got to be up your human rear, right? I'm going to always be the spiritual enema for you because you're supposed to be here to be happy and receive because you're amazing. Like, the world needs Karen. Like, show me how Karen receives and is happy. Boom. She just flipped like 100 people. Next. Heidi. Oh, she gets a grandbaby. She's shining and happy. Boom. lower vibrational things don't bother her. She now can inspire so many more people. That's how it works. Jess, you guys don't know her, but this girl makes art with her hands I've not ever really seen before. Few select people can do it like this. To her, it's nothing. It's a hobby. However, the biggest transformation has been her confidence. Nothing's changed in her ability, just her confidence. And now she is like, oh, look at me, like, boss this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Guys, I have been seeing you boss this stuff from years and years and years ago. Spirit shows me the minute you were put into utero, shit got real, guys. It's good. And my husband bumps on right now. I love you. Talking about shit getting real in utero. If you guys know my husband, you know that's the truth. All right. Now I'm going to go back. I got to put laundry into the dryer. This is how we celebrate. So summer solstice. But I've got a lot of things to get clear today. I have a lot of things to get clear today. Pressure means we're off. Ease and soothe means we're on. That's your goal. And your mantra is what? I am the God dimension of receiving in action. All this week, just say it, speak it, write it on a Post-it note. You may not believe it, but by the time I go live again, there will be things that shift. I promise you. All right. And if you don't believe me, you write me in 7 days and you tell me I did the mantra and nothing happened. I will not receive one of those emails. I promise you. All right. I will talk to you guys later. I love you all. You get out there. You do the basics. You breathe. You INJOY. And you let your heart be the compass. And everything from there is easy breezy. Easy breezy. All right. Bye, guys.